Hello, dear friends. When you walk in the middle of the storm, keep your chin up and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Opinion piece. Damned dove. The meaning of money. Corrupting consciences. The pecuniary question. From poverty to wealth. Fear and greed go together. Darkness smells fear. Dealing with identity. Money is a great liar. It should not be a means of tyranny. It should serve to raise consciousness. We are entering a period of identity. Money should not be an end, but a means. Let's start. Damned dove is a colloquial Spanish expression used to express frustration, disgust, or contempt towards money or material wealth. The word dove is a colloquial way of referring to money, and the adjective damned is reinforced to emphasize a negative attitude towards it. It is an expression that denotes a negative view of money and can be used to express dissatisfaction with the way wealth is valued and pursued in society. When someone says, damned dove, they are generally expressing a feeling that money can corrupt people, cause problems or inequalities, or even bring unhappiness. It is a way of criticizing the excessive importance given to money in society and highlighting that there are other values and more important aspects of life that are not related to material wealth. This expression is found in the song Zambra María de la O, or Mary of the O, from 1933, which was composed for Estrellita Castro by Manuel Quiroga with lyrics by Salvador Valverde and Rafael de León, whose lyrics went like this, in quotes: Mary of the O, how unfortunate you are, a gypsy who has everything. You want to laugh, then even your eyes are purple from so much suffering. Damned dove, that even a gypsy who was her love gave her a little guilt. Punishment from God, God's punishment. It's the little cross that you carry on your shoulders. Mary of the O. Sense. Money acts as a medium to facilitate the exchange of goods and services. In general, money is considered a medium of exchange that facilitates trade and the satisfaction of needs and wants in a society. It enables people to acquire the goods and services they need or want. At a basic level, money serves to cover basic needs such as food, shelter, and clothing. It also provides access to services such as healthcare, education, and transport. In this sense, money provides security and material well-being. In addition, money can have symbolic and social significance. It represents purchasing power, status, and success in society. For some people, accumulating material wealth can be an important goal, whether it is to secure their future well-being, achieve financial independence, or attain certain personal objectives. However, it is important to remember that money is not an end in itself, but a means to achieve other goals. The meaning of money can vary according to the values and preferences of each individual. Some people may value experiences, relationships, contribution to the community, or the pursuit of personal happiness more than the accumulation of material wealth. Ascension. Missionaries of light who intend to work with revelation money should not forget that this wealth is for helping and would be a very delicate gift. On one hand, it may touch certain actors who will receive a lot of money, and on the other hand, greed and fear are the best of friends, as it will produce fear to be placed in a completely new reality. For millennia, missionaries of light have found security in the anonymity of poverty. Therefore, to lose that anonymity of poverty and then to have wealth brings another initiation. Revaluation will be the cornerstone of ascension. Therefore, all the emissions of money which are immersed in the planetary incarnations must be released within the recipient to raise their consciousness, so that they are perceived in a planetary, collective, non-selfish state of consciousness. This money is not for individuals, it is for the new earth. Different missionaries of the light will use the money for different things. Some will take their money and go back to fighting the darkness, so to speak, and that is within their divine plan. Others will stay to establish the foundation of an earth that will not need money, and those will be the ones who have such generosity of heart that they wish money to enter into the initiation of the new earth. So there are various initiations. Some missionaries of light operating in the fifth dimension and above will return to the third dimension to work with money. They will be forced to release all notions of the old paradigm in this regard. The Arthurians say, in quotes, "You, all of you, are ascenders. You are asked to release the illusion that money equals power. That is a very dangerous illusion, and it is the core of what has caused all the horrible things on Gaia. Traps. However, works in this field must be able to see money as an energy field, not as a means of power over others, and not as a personal possession. For money is the great deceiver. Money needs to enter into that frequency of being that perceives abundance as an energy field through which they can give greater good to Gaia. Now the percentage of beings who can receive that money in that way is less than 50% of all those who know this subject. The wealth has to come through us, not from us. The company of heaven wants this gift not to corrupt the consciousness of the missionaries of light who handle and administer it. The assurance of incorruptibility is far more valuable than any gold, than any piece of paper. So we call upon those who are enrolled in this new expression of the new reality to focus their energy field not on when and where they will get the money, for the when is in the illusion of time, of the frequency that is a threat. When the money comes, you should be within that timeless state of consciousness where there is no fear. The people associated with the financial programs are going through many initiations. Since the dark ones operate by feeling fear, these missionaries of light have to be masters of their consciousness, beyond their fear. This is one source of these initiations. You will be inside a great initiation, absolutely. You have to be the master of your consciousness at all times. That is a very big challenge. It is your initiation as well. It is the total and complete acceptance, the dedication and the knowing that these monies are an illusion of the third dimension, and therefore they are a great initiation for your ascension into realities where money is no longer a reality. Fear is your only enemy. Your heart is pure, but fear can creep into even a pure heart to lower consciousness. It is like the sample of someone who is hiding, because they are doing something that is very important, but they know that the enemy doesn't want them to know, and therefore they have to do something in secret. Fear will take away their secret hiding place, because darkness smells fear. The beings of darkness smells fear and can only attack for your fear. They cannot even perceive your light. These are the challenges and initiations facing those who wish to work with the revaluation money, bringing it first to the Lightworker community and then to the wider community as more people awaken. Breaking news. Biden and McCarthy reach final debt ceiling deal. US still hurtling towards bankruptcy after debt deal, says DeSantis. Moody's predicts the dollar's future as a multipolar monetary system takes shape. The rating agency admits that weakened institutions and political shift towards protectionism threaten the dollar's global role. According to Goldilocks, when the old God meets the new God at the door, the time is coming for a great reckoning as we open the door to this new world. $30 billion flow out of the US banking system in a week as deposit flight grows. According to the X22 report, central banks are in the process of self-destructing. Never interfere with an enemy while it is in the process of self-destructing, says the report. John Kerry is pushing the idea that farmers should stop growing food. They are coming after farmers to make us eat bugs. Uganda enacts a law that could punish homosexuals with the death penalty. Saudi Arabia will join BRICS in 2023, according to Lena Petrova. Americas. Venezuela expresses its desire to join the BRICS. Indigenous people attack military base in Venezuela after dismantling illegal mines. The reason of why the US would be irritated with the Mexican government are revealed. It doesn't like the fact that President AMLO prioritizes spending on social programs and infrastructure over investing in areas that interest Washington, such as migration and fentanyl trafficking, according to documents leaked on the Discord platform. Spain. The Spanish government dissolves Parliament and calls elections on 23rd July. Spanish markets are worried about the new elections. We are entering the period of uncertainty. Hairdresser Luis Jongueras dies of cancer at the age of 87. The Arctic Challenge 2023 multinational air exercises, organized by Finland, Sweden and Norway, begin in Europe and will last until 9th June. Some 3,000 troops and 150 aircraft from 14 countries will take part. Uncertainty. According to Steve Biko, in any hidden war, everyone has to deal with uncertainty. As experienced opponent works to create and increase that uncertainty, exploiting our weaknesses and fatal flaws by floating disinformation, trickery and deception. The paragraph mentions the strategy employed by an observer in a hidden war. This objective seeks to create and increase uncertainty by exploiting the weakness and failures of his adversaries. To achieve this, it uses tactics such as spreading disinformation, deception and trickery. These actions seek to destabilize the enemy and make it difficult for them to respond. In other words, it highlights the importance of uncertainty in covert warfare and how a cunning opponent can exploit it to gain an advantage over his adversaries. It also highlights the need to be prepared to confront and counter these tactics and to maintain clarity and objectivity in the midst of uncertainty. Busy week. Puffner said, "It has been a busy week behind the scenes, and the next few weeks will be very busy and different. Let me be the first to assure you that all will end well, but it won't seem so. The best is yet to be fully in your favor, but the best is not quite there yet. We are watching the progress. Jump, then jump, then jump, then jump back, then jump forward a little bit, stop and go forward, and stop and go forward a little bit more." That has been the name of this game for many years, but nevertheless we can tell you that it is always moving forward, even if only a little. Go out and smell the roses and enjoy the holiday you are having, and pay a little attention to the negative news sites and all the propaganda that is coming out. I won't change everything. The outcome is assured by those in the know. You know what I mean? We admire the nature of many of you, and that should be acknowledged from time to time. Beyond that, hang in there. Stick with the coffee or iced tea. Make yourself a snack. Let the good times flow for now. You planted the seeds, and we didn't know for sure how long it would take for them to grow. Obviously, longer than we thought. But here we are again. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.